Imagine Denmark in a world where Germany had won the Second World War. Historically, Denmark was occupied early and kept under relatively light control. But in this alternate reality, Berlin would transform Denmark into the Reich's official model kingdom, a showcase meant to prove how well life could work under occupation, as long as you followed the rules and accepted a few absurd twists. First, Copenhagen. Instead of a capital filled with bicycles and colorful houses in Nyhav, it would become a city of rigid symmetry. Every house painted the exact same shade of gray, every bicycle replaced with state-issued black ones that all had the same bell sound. Imagine walking down a street and hearing an endless chorus of ding, 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 perfectly in rhythm, because riding off-beat would be fine. Denmark's beloved pastries would survive, but twisted. The famous Danish would no longer be a soft, sweet treat. Instead, it would be renamed the Rikspastry and baked according to a 20-page rulebook. One precise swirl, no more, no less, and always filled with sauerkraut custard. Cafes would serve them with mandatory black coffee, no milk, no sugar, because sweetness was considered a weakness. The monarchy would also be reshaped. The Danish royal family might survive, but only as mascots of the new order. King Christian would not ride through Copenhagen in quiet dignity, but wave from a balcony in full brown uniform, smiling awkwardly at parades of goose-stepping soldiers. Royal weddings, instead of being fairy tales, would become propaganda festivals where brides and grooms exchanged vows written by Berlin. And then there's Lego. In our world, Lego grew from a small Danish toy maker into one of the most beloved brands on Earth. In this alternate world, Lego would still exist, but with only one product: endless sets of gray bricks, used exclusively to build miniature bunkers and tanks. Children across the Reich would play with Reichslego, proudly showing off their perfectly aligned fortresses. No bright colors, no creativity, just uniform gray walls stretching as far as the eye could see. Football would also take a strange turn. Denmark, known today for passionate fans and strong players, would still have a national league, but matches would be played in total silence, because cheering was considered undisciplined. Every goal would be followed not by wild celebrations, but by a formal bow toward Berlin. Imagine an entire stadium applauding politely, like at the opera, every time the ball hit the net. Even daily traditions would be altered. Hygge, the Danish idea of cozy living, with candles and blankets, would be redefined by Berlin as discipline through order. Candles allowed, yes, but only arranged in straight lines on tables. Blankets provided by the state, all in identical brown. Families could still sit together, but only to listen to approved radio programs about agriculture yields. Looking at Denmark today in this alternate timeline, it would be a strange parody of itself. Pastries filled with sauerkraut, Lego sets of endless bunkers, bicycles that all ding in unison, and football matches applauded like operas. A land famous for coziness and creativity, reshaped into the Reich's most obedient little kingdom, gray, orderly, and absurd.